sometimes I have pretended I'm fine.
I'm not
can
gonna relate.
No, I spent the majority of my life pretending I was fine. I think I'm still pretending I'm fine.
I'm over that. I'm over that.
Real talk. But however, I am for nervous.
Yes. Same.
I think the older you get, the more you realize that you don't have to pretend.
Yes, that's good.
yeah.
That's
So
good.
do it when you're younger and you win.
Like as if authenticity is part of the beauty, like it's part of something you gain from aging. Yeah.
Right.
Actually,
I like
we
that.
kind of talked about that yesterday. How like it seems like a lot of people are afraid to be themselves because it's not, it's too scary. It's not it's breaking a boundary that they're trying to limit themselves in. It's like, God forbid I teeter over that little line of being myself. And I say this because when we ran out to go run in the rain, and lots of people were just like looking at us like sweating and gross and dripping wet from sweat, and then afraid to walk in the rain. And I'm like, but we look like the crazy people in the rain, and we're actually like,
but they were like so afraid. They're like, oh no.
Yeah.
We only got one person out of like how many were in there? Like 40
I don't
people.
know. There were
like
135 people in that room. I swear to God, it was so humid.
I would have definitely joined y'all. I promise.
Yes.
That looked so much fun.
It was.
Okay,
Yes.
hey, if you are on this live and you were live with us in the yoga class yesterday, let us know. Not the feet people.
Yeah. I know. All I could see, I couldn't read the comments yesterday when we were doing the live. All I would see was feet. I'm like, Kathy, do you know what that is? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Because she does not do yoga lives, but Yesenia and I both have. And so I'm like, they want feet pictures. They want feet. It is.
Oh my God.
nuts.
And then what was terrible was then you flipped us onto our back and we were doing
when the guy
core,
was doing feet.
And then it was like, if we were going to do feet, this is exactly what we would have done. And I was like, I'm turning myself so you can't see my feet. Because otherwise I would just be like pointing my toes at the camera. And I was like,
and they're like, flex the soles, wiggle the toes.
what the
like,
what? Can somebody explain that to us? If you're a feet person, can you explain the fascination? Why was someone excited about Destiny's arches?
Yes, somebody like was
Because
going.
you have super hot arches.
I do.
Is that sexy for feet?
I don't know, but it is very
And tell
weird.
us why you like our arches and to be still when you're looking at our feet. They like
Is
us
it
to
like-
be still.
Really?
Like, okay, here's my question.
Did you get my invite?
Is it like an arch is like half of the gateway that you're looking for when you're playing this
I know.
game? Like, is that what it is? So you're like measuring, like,
I don't understand.
because
You know
I
what's
don't. Because
crazy?
to be honest with you, I think you would more like a flat-footed person. Am I not crazy? Like, why
Hello,
not?
Like, I bet you get a
Ben.
lot of
Hey, Ben.
DMs
Ben,
with
tell.
like guys trying to hook up. I'm like, you'd be surprised if you go through my DMs. It's all because I'm a yoga instructor. It is all feet requests. Can you send me photos of your feet?
What?
Can I pay you for your feet? Constant feet. I'm like, what?
Okay, Ben,
is this
tell
world
me
of
what is
TikTok?
up with the feet people. I know
Okay.
Ben's not a foot person, but I know Ben,
I'm
and
trying
he's
to
so
find
sweet.
that
I
out.
love Ben. Hello, Soaps.
Give me one.
How are you? Thank you for coming over to our microdosing. But we don't understand the feet obsession on here. Like when people are like, "Oh, thank you for the fan club." I do not understand like the feet obsession. Or when they're like, and then sometimes I'm like, how are you even seeing my feet? They're like nice toenail polish color. I'm like, are you zooming in on? Like, what is going on?
I just think
It's so far away.
It's just a world, another fetish. It's just
Yeah.
a whole another side of, there's boob guys and butt guys and there's
Feet.
feet guys.
Feet.
Absolutely.
Feet.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a butt guy, I'd highly recommend you get over and follow this one. She's got a nice badunkadunk. So does this one. So does this one. So does the driver.
I couldn't hear what she was saying. All of a sudden I heard badonky dong and I'm like, she's pointing at me.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But we
Actually, I think
understand
it's
those.
so weird, to be honest with you. I think it's so weird how obsessed guys are with butts and how many compliments I get on it and like how weird guys are about a white girl with a big booty.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Well, and it's upside down, girl, on a roof. Come on.
Okay, I mean-
I'm a little obsessed too. I might be a little obsessed too. I was like, I can't do yoga next to Kathy yesterday because I'm like, she's upside down and I'm highly distracted by her. I'm like, look at her. Oh, she looks so sexy like that. Look at her.
Was just over her head.
Yes, yes, it was. I like love it though. I was like, this is amazing.
I
This
love
is
seeing Kathy
amazing.
upside down.
Yes,
Especially with
yes.
that booty.
like,
It is. It's like a show that
I
you
have
want
to
to
like
be.
counterweight it, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I have really strong fingers.
But it is literally like a show you want to see. I actually would highly recommend just doing yoga next to her if you can.
That's actually why I started making videos, because people would say in class, I just want to watch
Yeah.
you. And I was like, well, that's
I did too,
probably
Kathy.
really distracting, so I'll give you like something that you could watch.
Yes.
well, they can watch you when they're teaching.
Thank
and
you
working
for
out.
all the likes on our live. This helps like a ton. We
Oh,
want as
yay.
much engagement
Thank
as
you.
possible.
I'm trying to.
And it's really
enjoy
hard,
my photos, my camera thing is thumbs up really.
It's okay.
I'm
Just
getting there.
you can comment on our lives
Yeah.
and stuff, and that helps too. But liking and commenting helps like boost you out to more people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I got super distracted by feet and butts.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think we're gonna do a
Okay.
game of a game. to play.
So are we into cold plunges or infrared sauna?
Into?
Like which one? This or that?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't enjoy either, but I do both.
I like the sauna.
I would prefer
Okay.
the sauna.
I like the sauna, but I understand the benefits of cold plunging
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah.
So
I'll go
it's
with
like I can understand, but I have to force myself to cold plunge. Versus
Yeah.
I don't have to force myself to get in heat. Like I do better with heat.
So when I was living on a boat in 2020, in the middle of the winter, it got super cold, and I was jumping into the water every day, and then I would just kind of like wade in the water for a minute, and it was basically a cold plunge. It was magical. But it was so much easier because like I got to jump in, and then I'm like, I go into the water and I push myself away from the boat, and then like there's this whole like experience that I'm having with my body. In a cold plunge, I'm just sitting there like, cold. It's just like I want to, if I can move, I think it's so much easier, because then like having to swim back to the boat and then hoist yourself back out of it, it all like warms you. I don't know. So I don't mind jumping into a very cold body of water. I just think cold plunges, I have a hard time sitting still anyways, so then it's like torture sitting still. So maybe that's my problem. The problem is me. Surprise, surprise.
So
surprise.
I was told recently, because I did that glow event last week or something, and I was talking to the manager there, and they were saying that it's actually not beneficial, like these wellness centers that do the cold plunge and jump right into
Like
the sauna,
fire and
that-
ice
that-
things?
They were saying
Yeah.
that like fire and ice is not good for you. Like you're supposed to like let your body naturally adjust. So if you do cold plunge, like if you're gonna do fire and ice and do like fire sauna in the morning and wait a few hours and do like ice at night and then wait a few hours, like you shouldn't like jump in from one to the other immediately, because that's like too much stress on your body.
It's telling your body, it's signaling your body something, and it actually releases women's hormones.
Cortisol response,
yeah,
right.
which is
cortisol.
like a dysregulation.
I mean,
we
they were
already
saying
have.
like, yes, it's good for you, but not in that immediate jumping back to back.
Okay,
what these
so I'm going to play
centers
devil's
have.
advocate here.
Yeah.
Because they do not have a cold plunge, do you think that they might be a little biased?
No, because he was actually.
I'm just
well,
curious.
I asked him that, and I was like,
I mean, I'm just.
no,
Yeah.
I know. And I actually asked him, because he was actually saying he was trying to talk to the owner about putting one of the little cabins as a little cold plunge, and because these wellness centers are popping up all over the place, and he's like, they themselves, Glow, is losing business because they said
Right.
Okay, so I have a comment for this actually. I have a lived experience comment. Okay, so back to the boat, right? Because I think a lot of times when people are doing.
It might be again. Sorry, go ahead.
I think a lot of times when people are doing these cold plunges, you're right, there are some of these wellness centers that offer both, and then they go back and forth, and then you don't actually get the benefit of the cold plunge, because
Right.
maybe this is why I haven't enjoyed it in these places as well, because So what I noticed was if I got out of the water and got into my boat and I just stood there, my body would naturally warm up, like warming from the inside out, right? In response to the body saying it's cold on the outside.
I mean, you just like kind of do go numb.
Well, so I would naturally warm up and I would feel great, like whoo, like just like took a shot of espresso or something. Wah! And but if I got a towel, dried myself off, and went into the shower and took a hot shower right away after jumping into the cold lake, I would start shaking. And it was like I didn't get that same hit, that same adrenaline, whatever that rush was that I got, that I was just like, oh, and I would feel like that was the benefit. It's like it turns everything on because your body wants to regulate your temperature, right? So if it's hot outside, your body's going to start cooling off. It starts sweating, right? Because it wants to create water so that a breeze is going to cool you off, right? But if you're cold, your body's going to warm you up.
Naturally.
Yeah. Right. And so I think that's the biggest benefit that you get out of the cold plunge. So 100%, I think it makes sense what you're saying is I don't think that you get the benefit when you go back and forth.
I can see that.
You're not, because you're stressing your body in order for it to do something, right?
Right.
And so if you're stressing your body and then you're saying, you're like, pause, just kidding. I'm sure we're not getting the benefits of it.
Right.
In some,
Although I do think you're going to still get some benefits because a sauna, it's one of, so there's only a few ways to get toxins out of your body.
Yeah.
And, you know,
sauna is
it's
the best for heavy metals.
like, either going to the bathroom or sauna. And so I think you're still going to get some benefits if you sauna and did that. But I think like the whole going back and forth multiple times, I don't really see
And the benefits of sauna as a detox, it's because you're
amazing.
sweating, right?
Yes.
So the fact that you're going back into a cold plunge and closing up all of your pores and telling your body to create a barrier on the outside, that doesn't really make sense.
No,
We don't want to confuse our bodies.
because cold actually constricts and then heat expands.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that makes, all right, well, we figured it out.
Awesome. Awesome.
I totally agree with this.
Okay, so
Sarah, by the
I have
way, is a yogi from our studio that's been around longer than any of us. For like 25 years, she's been going to Samatone, and she got bowl certified with Destiny, and is actually
she's doing
a
yoga teacher training.
Yeah,
Yes,
Awesome.
starting next week.
yeah.
So she's going to be part of the yoga teacher.
Yeah.
crew.
My teachers is in this car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's who this beautiful lady is.
Yes.
It's not
Okay.
an Uber driver.
So we're gonna do
Thank you.
another one. Okay.
Just not Uber.
Are you guys more into like a guided meditation or raw dogging your thoughts?
I'm raw dogging it all day long.
Same. I would
Give me
say raw
something.
dogging. Yeah. I am not a guided meditation.
kind of annoys me.
Me too.
I think
I only can do sound baths.
that's me
I don't mean
too.
by
That's my
annoying, I just
form.
mean like it frustrates me. That's something, obviously, that's some self-work I need to work on.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm like, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Rather than just like, whatever.
I think most of us react all day and raw dog it.
Right.
And
My guided meditation is going to a yoga class.
Yeah.
And like
Yes.
really tuning into my body. But an actual guided meditation, I'm the same. It annoys me.
I do think that if you're gonna sit and do whatever they call meditation, right? And if you're gonna sit and try to do this in your house and you're not gonna have a guided meditation, I do think that they're very beneficial.
Yeah.
And but I think a lot of it is like helping you get into a space, because a guided meditation, really all it does is like help you settle into your space. It gives you some sort of visual, but it's got like soft music on in the background. So I think if you wanted to do something that would be reminiscent of this thing we call meditation, I think like creating a space for yourself is very important. And probably like I find it very helpful to have soft like tones or something in the background, and it kind of helps like pull the senses into what you're doing rather than tuning into the everyday normal stuff where you're like hearing your like an air conditioner click on and off and like
Right.
whatever, all of these things. It kind of helps like pull your senses into it. So I will say that I do think there's a lot of space for guided meditation. I like a live guided meditation, and then when Destiny says like a yoga class, man, yeah, I think maybe I like that. I like the in-person experience. I don't know.
Yesenia, go off our live and then come back on so I can invite you.
And then I want to add to that. I think that the most important part about meditation is just pulling yourself out of your environment that you're in all day long and just resetting and getting back to the vagus nerve and resetting that so that you can reset yourself and come back in as a better part
I
of
love
you.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the most important thing. So however you can do that, whether it's going to pew-pews or going to a gold class
Right.
or going to meditate, that getting out of your regular day is what's so important.
Yes.
And when she's like, do you talk about vagus nerve regulation on your?
I have before.
Okay, so
I have. It is. I massage it when I'm doing massages on facials all the time.
Yeah.
It's a huge releasing point. Actually, your ears, there's like, I should do a whole thing. There's a whole thing that you can do for your ears that actually releases your vagus nerve.
I think when I did one of your sound baths, Destiny, and you came and you like massaged right in front of my ear, I literally broke into tears.
That is actually a pressure point for your
Yeah.
entire
I, like,
vagus
broke.
nerve. Yeah. So it's super releasing, and people do cry sometimes, even when you do that massage on them. Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna jump on my store.
Okay, so we're gonna do another one. It is
Hey, come join us over at Microdosing Life 3. We are live right now. If you want to hear some juicy stuff with beautiful women in the car, come over there and hit us up.
yes.
Post it on my story and then
Okay, so are you guys more into like an energy cleanse or just blocking people?
I've learned over the years from good friends to not block people,
Right.
to do an energy cleanse
I
and
think so
see what
too.
the issue is and then talk about it, and you feel so much better, and then you get to go on being friends.
Also, even I feel like sometimes you have to let people go and just look at friends as more of like a season in life versus like we want everything to be so permanent. And maybe not every person was supposed to be permanent in your life. Maybe they were just there for a season or a reason. It's like that saying. And to me, so I don't block people, but I just kind of let the universe do it for me.
Yeah.
And it works. The more you work on yourself, the less toxic people will be like even attracted to you. Is my experience.
that's me.
Yeah. We got Yesenia now.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I think blocking people is holding on to negative energy.
I
You know,
agree.
like, that's another form of energy that blocking it is part of the process of like not releasing, right? Like you're not. Sorry, I'm like, give me one moment.
Even
I'm trying
if
to
it
join the
doesn't-
live. Is there a reason why it's not?
I don't know.
Okay,
But
all right,
either
it's okay.
way,
Just keep
your
talking.
people will be able to see this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So I for sure think that clearing the air and working it out through people is generally the like mature adult thing. Oh hey, we got dual cameras.
Ooh.
Different angles.
yeah.
Okay, now we'll stay on the front and we'll let her hit the back.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yay. Okay.
So yeah, I think that talking things out and talking with people and learning how to express your emotions and communicate them and share, and I think that deepens a friendship and a relationship when you're able to do that, right?
Absolutely.
And I think that there are also other situations where you just let somebody go, and like I think blocking, you're right, like energetically maybe that's holding on to it still, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But in the world of like social media is almost more real than IRL. Some sometimes you just need to block someone.
Yeah, no, there's some truth to that though.
Well, I mean, there are situations where I feel like you do have to kind of get rid of whoever's in there, and that's fair. That's fair.
I think, now trust me, I think I'm utilizing both of these right now. I think blocking cold turkey sometimes as a boundary absolutely has to happen, and that's part of protecting your energy, right? You just have to just block it and
Get rid of
away
it.
from it, and don't even give it any energy of any kind.
Yeah.
And then
Like closing the chapter, cutting the cord.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Because here's my thing. You know what? I feel like I've tried to let people go, just let you go in love and light and all that stuff, and then they can't let go, and so they want to keep coming, and I think that you have to be able to draw your own boundaries for these types of things as well, right? I think that and so I think that you can protect your own space, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Protection. That's what it comes down to, is protecting yourself. Do you need to let that person go, or can you reach out to them and say, hey, what you did really pissed me off.
Protect your peace.
Protect my peace.
Yeah.
And that may be letting that person go. And I've learned, even when I've tried to block somebody, that person still comes around. So I have to have that peace that I'm okay with that person. I've got...
Now, what if you're in a situation where, and this also plays a part, like the differences in your level of maturity, right? And whether you are in a space, maybe you have done the work, and maybe you are in a space to have hard conversations, but yet the other person's not. And so you have to hold space for the fact that, like, hey, we're just not meant to have this conversation right now, because I'm not going to allow you to yell at me and scream at me and cuss at me and treat me the way that you think is okay, right? And then blocking that, or putting that boundary down, and not blocking it. It may feel like a block to them, but it's like, hey, I'm just not going to
engage.
I'm not going to allow someone to treat me this way, no matter if it's a friend or a partner, a family member, a sibling, a coworker, whatever. But again, it's a more of a boundary, protecting your peace. And then at some point in time, I think, then you'll start to realize, maybe this person is not meant to be a part of my life, because they're still doing their inner work and they're still in their process, and those hard conversations are so triggering for them that they're in a reactive state, and you're doing the work, and you're just like on two different paths. And like, I've had some friendships where, like, we align on things, and then we don't align on other things, and then when it comes to hard conversations, that's kind of what draws the line for me personally, because it's like, if I can't have a hard conversation with you without you reacting and feeling like you have to be aggressive towards me and be super defensive, then we're probably not going to be, that's probably where our friendship ends, right? Because, like, how can we have, I mean, we can still hang out every now and I don't know what the,
I think, I think we all should keep in mind, like, especially people that are, like, quote unquote, like, doing the work, right? If you're, like, in it, you're trying to figure out stuff, you're like a truth seeker, you're trying to figure out what's going on right now. Like, the reality of the situation is, we're in the age of Aquarius, we're in the Great Awakening, there is a huge divide happening. Just kidding. My
heart is so...
there is this great divide happening, and so I think that that's part of, like, what a big lesson that I learned last year was, like, there are relationships that we've had for long periods of time because when we met we were aligned, but now in this point in time, unfortunately, maybe not. And so I think that that's this huge piece of, the year of the snake that we're finishing up, right? That, like, this shedding of letting go, and, like, the snake's not gonna look back at the skin that it shed and have a problem with it. You know what I mean? It's not, but you can let go of things with love, and thank you for all of the growth that I had during this time that we were together, and all of the lessons that you taught me. Because I think that that's about, like, how we can move forward with love, is being able to look back with compassion.
I thought it was beautiful, that thing that one of us sent, who knows, amongst all the things, but one of the things where it was like, sometimes it takes like roughing up, brushing against the rocks and the branches and the hard things to shed it, right? And you have to be grateful for those things, because otherwise you're not able to fully release and come out of that old skin to come into your new skin. So part of it is those challenges and that hard work, brushing against that hard, ugly stuff.
Totally.
Okay.
I was just gonna say one other thing, like, because I think that so much of that feels like heartache when it's happening and heartbreak, and I always think of this like kind of visualization of a heart breaking, cracking open, and that's the only way that it can grow, right? Like that's the only way that it can get bigger. We expand through these experiences that we say are bad, but really they're just challenging what we believe to be true. And so that's what I think, being able to look back at like a broken heart or heartbreak or something with compassion for what it gave you, I think is so beneficial as we move forward, feeling like we're going to learn and get more out of life.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so we're going to transition right now. They don't know
You
this.
guys better be sending the hearts and the roses and all the love before we can continue this conversation.
Yes.
You better tap that screen. Tap, tap,
Yes.
tap.
We need engagement. Okay, so we're going to transition into dating and relationships.
Yay.
Okay? And we're going to do this or that.
I brought sourdough.
Okay, we can start off with the first one. Date or stay single. This little hot mama is married, so she's out of this one. She's got a ring on it. Yes.
I'll just drive.
She'll drive. Okay, so I'm gonna say
I still have good stuff to
What's
say.
the question?
it's dating or stay single. So I'm gonna say I am open to dating, but I am very specific with what I want to date.
I'm gonna say that I'm in a deep committed relationship with my future self and currently working on sourdough recipes.
I love that. And she
I
is,
love it.
look at that bread. It looks luscious as all hell.
We brought this for our pew pew trainer.
Yes. Okay, and you, Yesenia?
I am happily single for the first time in 20 years. And I am 100% committed to myself. And I am not going to entertain anyone for a hot minute, because Yesenia needs to find herself and do the work. And it takes a lot to sit in that space and not be distracted with others and their traumas and their situations. But I got a lot to heal from my own. So,
Okay, so let's talk about in a situation like it. If you are going to be with someone, does this matter to you? Someone who is emotionally available but boring, or maybe emotionally unavailable and really fun. I mean, based off my trauma, I want
Give me the boring
yeah,
one.
I want
All day
the
long.
boring. What about you? She wants some fun. I'm just kidding.
I did choose a boring one, but he is a wonderful, sweet man. I am the more outgoing one, so I create my own interesting things.
I love that.
And we do things together, but I do things with my girlfriends when I want the interesting, fun, exciting things.
Yes.
And she's
Okay.
a very stable, committed,
Very stable.
loving relationship at home.
Yeah.
And she gets to sparkle because he's not trying to steal the spotlight.
Yeah.
No, he lets me do what I would like to do.
Fantastic.
I think early on in our relationship, there were some decisions that I had not made correctly, and he let me know that he didn't like those, but he doesn't tell me what to do all day long or ever. He lets me be my own person,
That's
and
I live her life.
I
That's
want
hot
that for
shit.
all of y'all.
That's hot.
Yes,
That's hot.
that is so
By the way,
hot.
That's so hot.
Yes,
And he
so
builds shit.
and he
can
builds
build
everything.
shit.
But yes, I want that for all my
Look at you
girlfriends.
getting crazy.
I like a man that can build stuff.
Yeah. Okay, we love that. Okay, so yours.
Okay.
Yes?
Oh, I want the boring dude. Give me the
boring.
Yeah,
We all
dude
want
day
boring.
long. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I want the dude that's not on social media, doesn't have a social life, wants to go to bed early. Give me that guy. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Do you want someone who's into healing together or healing alone? This one is rough for me because I feel like healing was almost like weaponized in my last relationship, and there was like pretend healing on one side, and I was actually really doing the work, which I don't regret because that's actually essentially what made me strong.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, in the future, at some point, in partnership, I think that there is different healing that can happen in partnership than that can happen solo. And this phrase that my girlfriend shared with me that I thought was really beautiful and was, what's broken in partnership can be healed in partnership.
Yes.
And I think that there's like this level to which we can heal on our own, and then we have to actually challenge that healing within partnership.
Yeah.
And ideally, when you find the right person who matches your frequency after you've been healing, ideally they're in that place where they're working on themselves as well and trying to be better. And so it would make sense at that point to find partnership healing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something similar. Basically, just that I would potentially at some point in life, when I find a partner, that person has done their own healing and may still be in that process, because that sometimes that's just like a constant thing, right? You're just constantly working on yourself.
Yeah.
And then, like Kathy said, and then there's going to be stuff that comes up when you're in partnership that you heal together, and you find those ways, whether it's communication, hard conversations, going to the workshops, going to the ceremonies, whatever. Traveling together can be a form of healing. Going on, hikes.
What a good way to break up.
I mean,
True.
which is a form of healing.
You learn about people when
Which
you
is a form
travel.
of healing.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
I already forgot.
That was a rapid. It was a rapid way.
That will tell you a lot. Really
Travel
fast.
with someone, yeah.
Yeah.
Or meet their favorite kids. And can I say something on that? I am with somebody, but I've been working on myself for the last few years. But I see my change exciting him, and he wants to change too. And he's getting into energy, and he's realizing the things that I'm doing are affecting him positively, and he's joining in now too. So if you have somebody who it doesn't seem like they're doing the energy work or working on themselves, just keep being excited. That person might follow you.
Just keep doing
Yeah.
the work.
Yeah.
Just keep doing the work. Just
And then I think it goes back to like whoever's aligned with you will. I remember in therapy, actually, the therapist told me, if you are growing and your partner chooses not to, you two will grow apart.
Yeah.
And I truly
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because you're growing in different directions. That's the great divide, right? You're not coming with me, I guess.
right. Okay. So there's more questions, but we're gonna have to jump off of here. So I'm gonna leave you guys with something to think about, and it's gonna kind of be a prequel to our next podcast.
Okay.
And it's stay single or lower your standards.
That's easy.
So ladies,
I've done.
Are those the two options?
Yeah.
Are those the only things?
right.
That's easy then.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies, I do not want you lowering your standards.
No.
Okay?
No.
We need to actually, we need to, we might come back on at lunch. We can totally jump back on at lunch, but we're going to have to jump off of here right now.
Yes. Did y'all like this chat? Can you
Yes.
comment. What do y'all like? What do y'all
Tell us what you want more of.
Talk to us.
Yes.
Otherwise, we gotta leave y'all.
Yeah. Drop where you're from. You've got like 3 more minutes before we.
We're in Dallas.
We
by the
arrive.
way. We're on our way to a pew pew range. It's our Galentine's together.
How wild is it? It just turns out that there's a bunch of cool chicks in Dallas that like to pew pew and hang out and do yoga.
Yes.
And do healing and
Yes.
Healing, but just in case we're also
There's an
trained in
apocalypse. We're going to be fine.
Yes.
We're all going to be
Yes.
fine.
Yeah,
all of
we're
us.
ready for that.
Just so
Girl
you know.
gang.
lockdown.
Yes.
We got our tools.
I'll build some shit.
Yes.
Me and Sarah's husband will get that figured out.
Yeah.
All
We got
right.
an electrician. We got it.
All right, guys.
Okay, we're going to jump off and we might come back on.
See you later.
All right, bye.